Hi, I'm Skinny Cheeks. In case you missed it, I just put out a video going over the new scribing system and how to unlock everything for that. So I definitely recommend checking that one out first if you haven't already, so that all of this will make a little more sense. But ZOS has put out a post on the forums as of around 5 p.m. Eastern on May 3rd, and a lot of this directly ties in with some of the concerns that I raised in that video. Really appreciate them getting this to us ahead of time before the patch notes on Monday, so let's go ahead and go through their write-up. Hi everyone, we've seen some recent concerns about the length of the chase for scribing, particularly regarding the script chase for alts. We'd like to give a little insight into how we approach the process, the changes we're planning based on your feedback, and more transparency on some of the relief valves we have built into the system. In short, we're aiming for a system that players can access and make meaningful abilities very early on into the process while providing an engaging, longer-term chase. We especially loved the concept that when a player receives a new script, they might be encouraged to return to the Scalarium to try out new combinations. We were also trying to be thoughtful of both the initial chase and those who play on multiple characters. This is why we built in safeguards, such as only requiring the second era of scribing tutorial quest to be completed to access all of the quest rewards, and provided a quarter of the existing scripts either as part of those quest rewards from Chronicler Ferrandel and through the Mages Guild chase. Additionally, this is why grimoires are purchasable at a great discount on all additional alt characters and don't need additional requirements if you already have knowledge of them. After reading through your feedback, we realized repeating the class script chase across multiple characters was unnecessarily lengthy, so we'll be making the following changes to better align with grimoires. As you achieve class script scraps, you'll immediately consume them to advance the achievement. Once you have enough to complete the achievement, class script scraps will no longer drop. When you consume your final class script scrap, they're making me say this a lot, you will receive the achievement and the class mastery script for the character you are currently on. When playing an alt character after completing the class mastery achievement, you will be able to purchase the class mastery script from Chronicler Ferrandel. So this is a really great change. As I mentioned in my previous video, this will likely take a bit to finish up even once. So I was absolutely dreading having to do this one multiple times. So I'm really glad they heard the feedback on that, but let's go ahead and continue on. Additionally, to support going back and trying new combinations when acquiring new scripts, we'll be increasing the drop rate for ink on base pop monsters, as well as added support for plentiful harvest to award bonus luminous ink. We're also decreasing the cost of scripts for Chronicler Ferrandel and Filer Ul, both in initial and discounted alt priced. All these changes will be in next week's PTS patch, along with some adjustments to scribing skills. So some really great changes here too. I did notice that the Infinite Archive vendor prices were not initially being discounted for alternate characters. So this is great to see they have adjusted that upfront cost as well as given a reduced cost for those alts. Then finally, we wanted to provide some visibility into other elements already in game that are intended to release some pressure on the script chase, both on your initial and alt characters. Free scripts from the initial quests are also available on Chronicler Ferrandel for easy alt acquisition. So if you remember my section covering this part, these didn't exactly work as free scripts for alts, but I was theorizing that maybe that was what they intended for it to look like, but it was just a bit buggy. So turns out it is. It looks like that has been adjusted. You won't need to do the second Indrik quest on alts or do the weird thing where you bank your scripts instead of consuming them so that you can buy a bunch to pass along to your alts. Looks like they'll just be free for your alternate characters now. They also mentioned the easy to grab scripts from the Mages Guild locations, so it does look like they do want us to go around and grab those on each character, but honestly that didn't take very long at all, and they are in major towns for the Mages Guild halls, so should be really easy to do on that. And here are some more ways that they're easing that grind a little bit. They have a guaranteed script drop during the first daily for each type of script, focus, signature, and affix, and a 25% chance for repeated dailies in that category. Then at least 6 different scripts on the scribing vendors per week, 3 on Ferrandel and 3 on Filer Ul, plus significant discounts if you already have knowledge of a script on another character. And then no duplicate scripts until you have received all on that character, and these are tradable to other characters on your account. And then this one here, this is so good. All players, regardless of Gold Road ownership, have a very small chance to receive scripts via world drops, which are unbound and tradable. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think world drops refers to any kind of looting instance where there's like a body or a node, or anytime you interact with an instance of looting. So correct me if I'm wrong here if you guys know a bit better, but I think that's what that is referring to there. So having a source of those come into the economy is going to be really nice. If you are stuck for one of those scripts that you really need and you just haven't been lucky, well, now you can search the guild traders for it. It may cost you a bit, but at least you can have it on demand and ready for your activity that you need it for. Seems like it'll probably be a pretty rare chance to get one of these yourself. Won't happen too often, but with so many players playing the game, they're gonna be dropping pretty regularly. And then their last line here, we hope this provides some insight into the system and gives you an idea of the adjustments coming down the line. We appreciate all the feedback thus far. Keep it coming. So I really appreciate ZOS taking the time to write up this response to our feedback. Definitely moving a lot of this in the right direction. Between the class mastery grind being reduced to once only and the unbound random drops for scripts that can happen, I think this is looking to be in a way better spot than it was before. So props to ZOS for listening to the feedback and coming out and explaining how this works, because a lot of us just didn't know, and there's some of us on the PTS trying to figure it out, but having them come out and just clearly say this is how it's supposed to work is super helpful. So that's going to do it for this video. Just wanted to provide that quick update for you guys. Let me know what you all think about the changes here with the scribing system. I want to give a big shout out to my current Patreon supporters and YouTube members. The memberships really help a ton to keep this channel and the website going. I can't thank y'all enough. And a special thanks to Nicholas, Simon, Cougar is Bay and the Cougar City Guild, the Order of War Guild, Cantankerous Cat, Shady, Iffy, Blake1816, Mordecai1212, Santanico, Vidridi, Florian, Phoenix, Melandia, Unemployed, Chryseliana, Cha-Cha, Technical KO, Cap, Danco77, Pletpron, and Cladic. Thanks again and see you later. Bye.